Good evening, students. Welcome back to Wisdom Academy Education. Students, today I will discuss about in lecture 2 respiratory system. Students, in lecture 1 I have discussed what is breathing and two steps that involve in breathing, that also discussed, and respiration also discussed. Start your respiratory system. Respiratory system. Student, what are respiratory system? Any system of living organism, that means the group of organs which are responsible for that system. Means, suppose we can say respiratory system is a group of organs which are responsible for respiration. You can also say digestive system means group of organs that are responsible for digestion. Excretion system means the group of organs which are responsible for excretion. Similarly, we can say a group of organs which are responsible for respiration, that is known as respiratory system. In the respiratory system, under this system, there are specific organs are related. Those organs perform that function. Students, I hope you may be better understood. What do you mean by a respiratory system? Respiratory system is a group of organs which organs are responsible for respiration. This is known as respiratory system. Under this system, some specific organs are played that function the system. Now, students, discuss about the respiratory structure. Respiratory structure. Going to discuss about respiratory structure. Respiratory structure. What do you mean by respiratory structure? Respiratory structure means in the earth there are several living organisms are found. Also, they have different body structure. That means they also pertain different structure for different function or different structure. Like that, suppose human beings respirate through lungs, but where fishes have gills. Why? Now this differentiation due to the place where human beings take oxygen, and that is different with fishes are taking oxygen. Human beings take oxygen from atmosphere, where fishes take oxygen from dissolving water. Oxygen that dissolve in water. So their body structure also different. That means their respiratory structure also different for different organisms. So now we have to know the individual organisms or group of organisms or specific organisms have specific respiratory systems that we are going to know. Students, some unicellular organisms that are exist in the earth, then we can say their total body structure is completed with one cell. How unicellular organisms respirate. A question is arise. How unicellular organisms respirate? You can say unicellular organism. You may give an example. Suppose amoeba, a protozoans. How amoeba respirate? Through lungs? No. There is only one cell where we cannot see amoeba with our naked eye. In unicellular, in a cell, only one cell, amoeba perform all the physiological activities like excretion, respiration, etc. Then, where amoeba respirate? Like human beings, where human beings respirate? Your answer will get by lungs, feces, gills. In case of amoeba, there is no specific organs. Yes, inside cell is plasma membrane is present. In the plasma membrane, suppose I would like to draw this unicellular as magnifying figure. Suppose it is a cell of amoeba. It is not exact. The cell is the smallest, that which we cannot see in our naked eyes, but you have to better understood. I would like to draw a magnifying cell of an amoeba. So it is a unicellular structure of amoeba. Suppose every cell wall or plasma membrane is present, which is porous like structure. In plasma membrane, where gaseous exchange takes place. So, in plasma membrane, gaseous exchange takes place. Gaseous exchange takes place in plasma membrane. In a cell, there is plasma membrane is the outer membrane is plasma membrane. So in this plasma membrane or cell membrane, where amoeba is a unicellular organism, that means amoeba has one cell which has to be perform all the physiological activities like respiration, excretion, digestion, etc. A question is also arise, which part of the cell amoeba respirate? The plasma membrane. So you can write the respiratory structure. Some organisms are exist in the earth where they respirate through plasma membrane. All unicellular organisms like amoeba or all protozoans that they have respirate through plasma membrane. Example, amoeba. Some protozoans, you can write some protozoans like amoeba. Next student, general body surface. General body surface. Some living organisms also exist. Those are respirate through general body surface. Right? General body surface like that. Nidaria. Students, CNIDARIA. Nidaria, etc. Next students, moist skin. Moist skin. Students, moist skin. You have also read in standard 8-9, that is earthworm. These are the organisms respirate through moist skin like earthworms, etc. Next students, trachea. All insects have TRACHEA. Trachea is a respiratory system. All insects have a respiratory structure, that is trachea. Then next students, Write down plasma membrane is amoeba or protozoa, general body surface, nidaria, much skin earthworm, trachea is insect. Next. Gills. Some aquatic like fishes and some aquatics, other aquatics, they have gills to perform respiration. Next, students, lungs, which very important living creatures in the earth, that also all of us under lungs are the respiratory structure through which we respirate. That means all mammals, amphibians, birds, reptilia, and mammalia. This group of living organisms have lungs to perform respiration. So, the summary today, I have discussed that the difference between breathing and respiration. Next, the respiratory system. What is the respiratory system? Respiratory system, the group of organs that are responsible for respiration is known as respiratory system. Next, respiratory structure. There are different respiratory structure for different living organisms. Those are perform respiration. That means, suppose mammalia, reptilia, birds, amphibians. These type of organisms have a special organ through which they can perform respiration. That means they have lungs. Lung is the respiratory system of all amphibians, birds, reptiles, mammalia. So, these group of living animals have lungs to perform respiration. Similarly, fishes, some other aquatic animals have gills, or you can say gills is the respiratory structure for respiration. You can say alternatively, some organisms like fishes and other aquatic animals have gills as the respiratory structure for respiration. Next, your such question may arise: in which living organisms perform respiration through dash structure? Plasma membrane, lungs, gills, trachea. Your answer: plasma membrane, protozoans, amoeba, all are plasma membrane. Why plasma membrane? Because they are a unicellular organism, only one cell where all physiological processes are taken place. All physiological taken place means, that means only one cell, they can perform digestion, excretion, respiration. Also respiration take place in one place, one cell means under one cell there are plasma membrane present for gaseous exchange. So, all protozoans have plasma membrane through which they respiration, but they respirate. Again, some earthworm like animals have moist skin as the respiratory system through which they respirate. Students, I hope you may better understood. Next class, I will discuss you in lecture 3, that is the human respiratory system.